In the name of God, the Almighty, the Merciful. Praise belongs to God, Originator of the heavens and the earth, who made the angels messengers having wings 2, 3, and 4. He increases in creation what he wills. God is over all things powerful. What God opens to men of mercy, none can withhold it, and what he withholds, none can send it after him. And he is the exalted in might, the wise. O mankind, remember the favour of God upon you. Is there any creator other than God who provides for you from the heaven and the earth? There is no God save he. How then are you deluded? And if they deny thee, messengers were denied before thee, and to God are matters returned. O mankind, the promise of God is true, so let not the life of this world delude you, and let not the deluder delude you about God. The Satan is an enemy to you, so take him as an enemy. He but calls his party that they might be among the companions of the inferno. Those who ignore warning, they have a severe punishment, and those who heed warning and do righteous deeds, they have forgiveness and a great reward. Is then he to whom the evil of his deeds is made fair to him, so he sees it as good? Like one who sees things as they truly are. And God leads astray whom he wills, and guides whom he wills. So let not thy soul go out to them in regrets. God knows what they do. And God is he who sends the winds, that they stir up a cloud, and we drive it to a dead land, and give life thereby to the earth after its death. Thus is the resurrection. Whoso desires power and glory belong to God altogether. To him the good word ascends, and the righteous deed raises it. But those who plot evil deeds, they have a severe punishment, and the scheme of those, it will perish. And God created you from dust, then from a sperm drop, then made he you pairs, and no female bears or gives birth save with his knowledge. And life is not prolonged for one full of years, nor is his life diminished, save it is in a writ. That is easy for God. And not alike are the two seas. One is fresh and sweet, delicious to drink, and one is salty and bitter. And from each you eat succulent flesh, and extract ornaments which you wear. And thou seest the ships ploughing therein, that you might seek of his bounty, and that you might be grateful. He makes the night enter into the day, and makes the day enter into the night. And he made subject the sun and the moon, each running for a stated term. That is God, your Lord. To him belongs the dominion, and those to whom you call, besides him, possess not the skin of a datestone. If you call to them, they will not hear your call, and were they to hear, they would not respond to you. And on the day of resurrection they will deny your ascription of partnership, and none can inform thee like one aware. O mankind, you are in need of God, and God, he is the free from need, the praiseworthy. If he wills, he will remove you and bring a new creation, and that is for God not difficult. And no bearer bears the burden of another, and if one heavy laden should call to his burden, nothing of it will be carried, though he be a relative. Thou but warnest those who fear their Lord unseen, and uphold the duty. And he who purifies himself, he but purifies himself for his soul, and to God is the journey's end. And not equal are the blind and the seeing, nor the darknesses and the light, nor the shade and the heat. And not equal are the living and the dead. God makes here whom he wills, and thou canst not make here those in the grave. Thou art only a warner. We have sent thee with the truth as a bearer of glad tidings and as a warner. And there was no community save a warner passed among it. And if they deny thee, then those before them denied. Their messengers came to them with clear signs, and with the writings, and the illuminating writ. Then I seized those who ignored warning. Then how was my rejection? Dost thou not see that God sends down from the sky water, and we bring forth therewith fruit differing in its hues? And among the mountains are streaks white and red, differing in their hues, and deep black, and among men and beasts and cattle, differing in their hues. Thus there but fear God, the knowledgeable among his servants. God is exalted in might and forgiving. Those who recite the writ of God, and uphold the duty, and spend of what we have provided them, secretly and openly, expect a trade that perishes not, that he will pay their rewards in full, and increase them out of his bounty. He is forgiving and appreciative. And that which we revealed to thee of the writ, it is the truth, confirming what was before it. God is of his servants aware and seeing. Then we caused to inherit the writ those whom we have chosen of our servants, and among them is he who wrongs his soul, and among them is one lukewarm, and among them are the front runners in good deeds by the leave of God. That is the great favour. Gardens of perpetual abode will they enter, adorned therein with bracelets of gold and pearls, and their raiment therein is silk. And they will say, Praise belongs to God, who has removed from us grief. Our Lord is forgiving and appreciative, who has settled us in the enduring abode out of his bounty. There does not touch us herein fatigue, and there does not touch us herein weariness. And those who ignore warning, they have the fire of Gehenna. Not decreed is it for them that they might die, and nor will its punishment be lightened for them. Thus reward we every ingrate. And they will cry out therein, Our Lord, take thou us out. We will work righteousness other than what we did. Did we not give you life, that there should take heed therein whoso would take heed? And the warner came to you, so taste. And the wrongdoers have no helper. God is the knower of the unseen of the heavens and the earth. He is knowing of that within the breasts. He it is that made you successors in the earth, and whoso denies, his denial will be upon him, and the denial of the false claimers of guidance increases them not in the sight of their Lord, save in hatred, and the denial of the false claimers of guidance increases them not, save in loss. Say thou, Have you seen your partners to whom you call instead of God? Show me what they created of the earth. If they have a partnership in the heavens, or if we have given them a writ, then are they upon clear signs thereof. Nay, The wrongdoers promise one another only delusion. God holds the heavens and the earth lest they cease, and if they should cease, no one could hold them after him. He is clement and forgiving. And they swore by God their strongest oaths, that if a warner came to them, they would be more guided than any of the communities. But when a warner came to them, it increased them only in aversion, waxing proud in the land and scheming evil. But the evil scheme surrounds none save its authors. Then look they save for the practice of the former peoples, and thou wilt not find in the practice of God any change, and thou wilt not find in the practice of God any alteration. Have they not travelled in the earth, and seen how was the final outcome of those who were before them? And they were stronger than them in power. But God is not such that anything in the heavens or in the earth should frustrate him. He is knowing and powerful. And were God to take men for what they earn, he would not leave any creature upon its surface, but he delays them to a stated term. But when their term comes, then is God of his servants seeing.